All right, friends, we are back. It's your favorite podcast show of the week. This is Location Weekly, and we're recording episode number 709 on March 19th. And with me this week is an old friend, the originator of this podcast with me back in the day, Rob Woodbridge, who is now going to be joining us once a month as a co-host on this. So we're changing it up a little bit and excited about that. So good to have you, Rob. How are you?
I am thrilled to be back. I can't believe you asked me back again. That's crazy. You have all of these other talented people, and yet you suffer fools for bringing me back on. But I
Well,
appreciate it.
I did ask Tim Garcia, but Google didn't let him do it. So so there's that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, then I'm glad I'm the fill-in, not the target. Because then if this is the target, you're in trouble for the whole show.
No, you're no fill-in, Rob. You were this show only exists because of all that you put into it in the early days with me. So
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank
all
you.
right.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Yeah, of course. So we have four stories we're going to cover this week. And I'm going to kick things off, which is not the normal. But we will start with a story about Verve. So Verve is a company that's been around in the location space for a long time. We've probably started talking about these guys back in, I would say 2012 or
Back in
so.
my day.
Yeah, back in your day.
Okay.
They've gone through, a lot of capital raising over the years. They've acquired a whole bunch of companies, to build out the global platform and group. And they've just announced now a new partnership with Experian, and also a big company. So essentially, they're integrating and combining Experian's digital graph and audience data with Verb's proprietary ID-less on-device contextual platform, which they call Atom. And so really what they're trying to do here is to say, we want to from a corporate perspective, when you look at these two companies, really provide more precise and scalable targeting solutions, both on both ID-based, sort of engagement as well as ID-less engagement, and kind of bringing those two worlds together. It also, I think, to some extent expands reach. Experian has over 2,400 syndicated audiences. That through this partnership Verve would now have access to, and that crosses multiple types of media. So you're talking about connected TV, digital out of home, in-app advertising, and even audio advertising. So I think there's a lot of scale that comes from the combination of these two things.